Before dawn, the barn door creaked, though no wind touched the fields. An old donkey heard it, and the sound felt like a question with teeth. On the floor lay a scrap of rope, cut clean, as if someone planned it. Outside, hoofprints stopped abruptly, then began again, lighter, hurried. The donkey swallowed fear and walked back, pretending it was nothing yet. Behind the hay, a tiny feather lay damp, like proof someone hid there. A distant cough rose from the dark, then faded, as if swallowed on purpose. At sunrise, work began, yet whispers moved faster than wagons and grain. A rooster asked, "Why so quiet?" The donkey said, "Just tired, that's all." But the rooster leaned in. "Tired becomes trouble. Tell me what you saw." The donkey hesitated, then described the rope and prints in a soft murmur. The rooster nodded slowly and promised, "Your words stay here, safe." By noon, a sheep approached the donkey with wide eyes and a forced smile. "I heard you saw theft," the sheep said. "Was it the guard dog again?" The donkey blinked. "I never said that," yet the sheep had decided already. Later, the sheep told a goat. The donkey accused the dog of stealing. The goat frowned, then added spice. He said, "The dog hates this farm." By evening, the goose carried it farther. The donkey wants the dog gone. Each retelling grew louder, and the donkey's quiet doubt turned betrayal. The dog heard last, not from friends, but from a harsh voice at the gate. The master's helper pointed, "You'll be watched. Your friend talked today." The dog stared at the donkey, hurt burning behind loyal, tired eyes still. The donkey tried to explain, but the yard was full, and ears were closed. "So you blame me?" the dog growled. "After all the nights I guarded you?" The donkey shook its head. "No, I only feared something bad was near." But fear travels poorly. It arrives wearing someone else's words and tone. That night the master locked the grain room and tied the dog to a post. Chains clinked, the dog whined once, and the donkey's chest felt hollow. From the loft an owl watched silently, as if waiting for truth to return. Far off the creek cried again, and the donkey knew the worst was not done. The next morning the dog was dragged beside the cart, not to work, but to be shamed in front of all the stalls. The donkey stepped forward, words ready, yet the rooster cut in. He admitted it, a lie, spoken with confidence. Even the sheep added, "I heard it myself." The donkey's throat tightened. Truth felt small against the chorus. The owl finally spoke. "Noise is not proof." Then it turned to the donkey. "If you want truth, watch, don't argue." That night the owl and donkey hid by the grain room, still as stones, letting the farm think they had given up. Hours passed, and patience hurt, until a thin shadow slid to the lock with a wire moving like water over dirt. A weasel slipped inside, then two more followed, quiet, quick, pulling sacks toward the back fence without a sound. The donkey's heart pounded, but it waited, because catching a thief is easier than proving a rumor is false. When the last sack moved, the owl dropped from the beam, wings snapping loud, forcing the weasels into the open. The badger, alerted by the owl's call, burst from the hedge, blocking the fence line with heavy shoulders and claws. The weasels froze, then ran, but rope was already set, and this time the trap belonged to the patient ones. In the moonlight, the master saw the stolen grain, and the wire tool, and the truth landed like cold rain, hard. He untied the dog at once, yet the dog did not wag, it only stared, remembering the donkey's silence earlier. The donkey tried to speak, but the dog turned away. "Your truth arrived late," its eyes seemed to say, quietly. Days passed, the farm returned to normal work, yet the donkey felt smaller, as if trust had been trimmed away. The rooster avoided eye contact, the sheep pretended innocence, and the goat shrugged, already chasing new gossip. The owl told the donkey, "Your mistake wasn't speaking, it was choosing ears that love stories more than truth." So the donkey began a new habit. When tired thoughts rose, it wrote them in sand, then let rain erase them clean. When it needed help, it went to the owl or the dog, not the crowd, not the ones who trade whispers for power. Slowly the dog softened, seeing the donkey share actions, not excuses, guarding the yard beside it every night. One evening, the dog finally sat close. "I believe them," it said, "because it was easy for me. I'm sorry." The donkey nodded. "I should have spoken sooner, and I should have guarded my words like grain in wintertime." And in that quiet moment, the lesson settled. Patience can win the truth, but trust must be earned carefully.